Real Housewives of Potomac trailer, period. Let's talk about it. Real Housewives of Potomac dropped the trailer for the upcoming season. I think this season is premiering, the new season premiering, I think in July, and I'm ready. Baby, Potomac's trailer was better than the entire last season of Real Housewives of Atlanta. Like, it was just things in different areas. It was just in different areas. I'm excited. I will be watching. I will be reviewing as best as I can. I don't know, girl. I'm going to tell y'all that because I don't know. I might review, I might not. I don't know. But there is some drama going on with Wendy. I heard about that, where Wendy's husband was had a mistress or something. And I also heard, somebody gave me some tea, that Candace is a Delta now. She finally got her little Delta thing. So she'll be out here stepping in the name of love or whatever. I'm not no disrespect to the Deltas. I don't know what the Deltas do. I love the Deltas though. All of my close friends, majority of them have been Deltas. I know Tasha gonna probably eat me up if she still watches me. But the Deltas, they carry. I love them. And my the person, was she a Delta? She was a Delta. Was she a Delta or Zeta? I don't really know. But yes, girl. I don't know a lot of AKAs when I think about it. I know a lot of Deltas though. Love them. But yes, girl, we got to talk about that. I'm excited about Real Housewives of Potomac. I think Real Housewives of Potomac has a good cast. They have a good ensemble. Like, all the things are just working together, and it's just no forced drama too much. I feel like Atlanta's just so forced. Maybe because the women have been knowing each other so long. And I feel like that there's enough younger folks on Real Housewives of Potomac to kind of make it flow. Like, the girls on Atlanta, not to be ageist or something, but it's just like they're a little bit more established. They ain't gonna do too much. They like, but others like Candace and what's like, they be ready. But I wonder how they're gonna do this with what's that girl name? I better call her Monique. Her name is not Monique. Monica. What is her name? The girl who Monique. Is her name Monique? Monique Samuels. Yes, she won't be returned, so we'll see how that goes. So moving on, let's talk about Lil Nas X Saturday Night Live performance. So Lil Nas X dropped his new song, Sun Goes Down. Beautiful. I think I know Lil Nas X is letting us know that he is not a one-hit wonder and that he is out here actually working, and he does have the gift. He has the gift. He knows how it works, and I feel like emotionally attached to some of his music, which is weird because like Lil Nas X is way younger than me. I'm not going through the same experiences that the stuff that he's talking about is stuff that I went through like 20 years ago. So for him to be connecting to me, somebody who's 33 years old, says it is good. Like him talking about his experience, like I didn't go to prom, but he's talking about him going to prom and not being able to live in his truth and all those things. Like, it is beautiful. Like, I did catch the Nicki reference. He did apologize on Twitter. He said that, some folks would call him out and saying that he's trying to use Nicki to promote. I was like, girl, Lil Nas X does not need Nicki Minaj to promote his music. If anything, Nicki is getting some good with, Lil Nas X, like, showing her love, to be honest. Like, yes, Nicki Minaj is that girl, she's done it, but let's be honest, the last couple of songs that a couple things ain't doing too many, like, high numbers. So, I caught the little reference, but him going back, the visuals, like, Lil Nas X is the king of visuals, going back and telling his younger self, like, it's okay. He, like, when he goes back, I feel like I'm gonna do a, like, breakdown his video, when he goes back, and he's blind, and he's like, oh my, it's just so beautiful. Like, the visual is just there. I love it so much. I love all those things. But he performed Call Me By Your Name on Saturday Night Live, and baby, you can tell that Lil Nas X has been working on his dance move, because baby, when he performed, I don't know it was some award show he performed, where that boy from Love and Hip Hop Miami was all on him. The VH1 Awards. He performed something, I don't know the name of the song, but the performance wasn't, like, his dancing was just not all of that. The performance was good, but the dancing was just, but his dancing has gotten better. He's still getting to know her. In the words I said that, we're not friends, we're still getting to know each other. So that's what it's giving. But he's gotten way better. He did the little thing, he popped it. What's funny is, and I was not going to say this, what's funny, when I watched Lil Nas X, it reminded me of somebody who is just as talented as Lil Nas X. when I watched Lil Nas X with like his beautiful dark skin and his like lip gloss was popping and he was just dancing, getting his life, and he was in a crop top, it made me think of somebody. And I was like, girl, that was beautiful. Like I was like, I can see them performing and giving a show like that, like, and just showing out. Like I saw it, I was like, damn, that person looks familiar. You catch it, you caught it. But that was beautiful. Lil Nas X, I thought his performance was good. Like I said, the dancing can definitely use some improvements. It can definitely do some better things. But he's getting there, and he's glad to see like he's progressing and, you know, like working on his craft. Cause dancing ain't something for everybody. I can't dance. So, but he knows he wants to, so he out there doing. But he had did the little. And baby, the pants ripped. Some people said that it was giving staged. I don't think that it was giving staged. I don't think it was giving staged. Like the pants were already tight, and he was like, ooh, 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 ooh. Like what's going on? Like it was really cute. And he was trying to make it. I know it was just so innocent. It was so cute. I don't think Lil Nas X was putting on and did that for that. I don't think it was giving that. But some folks just think that since he is so calculated with things like that, that there's no way that that just happened random. I was like, no, it happened. Them pants were tight. You should be performing in the pants though. I don't know why y'all be performing. Y'all need to be performing in the stuff that y'all gonna wear and seeing how it is. I could do it. When I was in a band, we used to have to wear them little, the band uniforms. I hated performing them things. I hated performing. What I used to do is, I used to put jogging pants, the little, like, we had some jogging pants, and I would put my, like, pants under those because I wanted to be able to lift my legs up in March. And I couldn't do that in cloth, like my legs would lift up in cloth, but it would be easier to do it with the jogging pants when I'm free, and then, you know, the way jogging pants, like the material rubbing on the cloth, it'll be like smooth. So like I was like, I would always do it, and when I want to take them off, I can just take them things off, like, hey, I got my swag, I got my jogging pants on. So, oh my God, I had a Tresman High School jogging pant that said tornado. Don't ask me why, but Lil Nas X performance was cute, girl. It sounded like you ate it. Really good. The new song is good. It's giving. I cannot wait to hear the album. Like Lil Nas X is probably one of the newer, younger artists that I'm listening to, period. So let's talk about y'all favorite girl, Erica Mena. Girl, Erica Mena has, Erica Mena has filed from divorce from Safaree. And it's giving Love and Hip Hop is coming back. I follow this, well I don't follow, there's this guy who does makeup for Love and Hip Hop, Atlanta, who tweeted and said that he had been hired back and he thought the show wasn't coming, so which means that Love and Hip Hop Atlanta is starting to film again. But that means that all the girls that we normally see on these franchises finna be having stuff going on. They finna be, oh girl, it's time to wake the girls up. So Erica Mena filed for divorce from Safaree Samuels. This is coming just a couple of weeks after they made an announcement that she was pregnant with their second child. So girl, I don't know. Girl, I don't know. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. Like, I don't believe it. I think it's giving very much storyline. I don't think that she's divorcing this man officially. Like, I don't, at this point, until the divorce is finalized, I don't care. Until y'all go and y'all, like, don't tell us nothing. Just do that, like, because I don't believe it, because y'all will use that as a storyline. Because, girl, how many times did Princess and Ray J divorce and break up and all that other stuff? Like, girl, until y'all separate and divorce, until y'all sign that contract and unsign it or whatever y'all do when y'all divorce, I ain't trying to hear none of it. I ain't trying to hear it, girl. I don't want to hear it, period. So that's what that's giving. And girl, I know Love and Hip Hop New York is coming. That's all it's giving. Like, they getting us excited for the comeback of that, because I just don't believe that they divorcing for real. Not in real life. For play. For Mona Scott Young, play. Girl, did y'all see the pictures from the press of P Valley? Baby, let me tell y'all something. Ooh, I know Brandee from, I follow her on Instagram. But girl, Brandee Evans, whoo, Jesus, Brandee Evans, and who, I can't think, oh my gosh, like I have to go to her Instagram, like, oh my God, I got to go, baby, her and homegirl posted a picture on Instagram, and baby, they look so good. Oh, they look so good. I'm on deactivate on Instagram, so I can't even look. But baby, it was giving me everything. Everybody on the cast of P-Valley, including Uncle Clifford, is fine. Every one of them folks on there are beautiful. Oh God! Oh my God! To murder! Oh, to the murder, to like, and for Brandee, and I cannot think of her name. I can't. I'm going to beat myself up. I have to look it up. I have to look it up. I have to look it up. I have to. I have the P-Valley cast. I have to look her up. Shannon Thornton. Beautiful. Baby, Shannon Thornton is, God. Oh my. Baby. Shannon and Brandee, baby, them are some fine black women, girl. Beautiful. Oh my God, Shannon, and Shannon. Oh, I don't even know what to say, but Shannon is fine as hell. Shannon's fine. Like, oh, somebody tell Shannon she fine for me. Tell Shannon she fine for me. But girl, I'm feeling Miss Shannon, Miss Brandee. I might, when I come back to Instagram, I might have to follow Miss Shannon too, cause baby, they both giving me live word pose, baby. Ooh, just everything to me. I cannot wait till the new season of P-Valley. I will be reviewing that on Patreon. I like P-Valley. I think when I reviewed the season, I did it on Patreon last year. So if you're not a patron, I suggest you do not subscribe this week, because you know it's about to be the end of the month. Just wait till the first. If you want to sign up for Patreon, I encourage you to do it around the first of the month, because you will be rebilled. And somebody had an issue. They was like, girl, I signed up on the 28th and I was rebilled. I said, yeah, girl, because you know that's how the thing works. Like, you got access to all the content that I produce, so you gonna get your art again. So girl, the girls are supporting on Patreon, so I love them. They get some content this week, period. So yeah. So what else is there to talk about? Oh yes, I want to talk about a little bit. I'm gonna get into some political stuff. Baby, Marjorie Taylor Greene, the Republican Congresswoman from Georgia, baby, sis has pissed white folk off. White folk is not playing. Sis was on some news station or something, and she was comparing wearing masks and how Pelosi has been wearing masks to the Holocaust. Baby, I don't know why we are surprised. That woman has been saying inhumane stuff for years at this point. There is something, like, I'm not even gonna say it, because I was gonna say it's not something. It's just, this is what it is. And this is what gets me when people say, this is not the America I know. Like, I'm watching CNN, I'm watching, what's his name? Oh my God, I cannot think of my two favorite, like one of my, Dana Bash, and I'm watching Wolf Blitzer. And I'm watching them talk about, they're both their grandparents, are Holocaust survivors. So I'm watching them talk about the things, and they're talking about how their grandparents, if they seen these things, they would be like, in America, why are we shocked? I don't know why we seem to be shocked that America is not this place of freedom and all these things. How can this country be the land of the free when this is on stolen land, and they use slave labor to build this country? So I don't really understand how that's not connecting for some folks. It's just like, it's like it happened. We acknowledge, because it happens for so long that we cannot forget about it. But it's like, okay, that's gone, girl. Yes, we stole the land. Yes, we did these things. But oh well, we'll be okay. Like, it's just, this country is like, has been like this. Just because they intervened and did something, whatever years ago or whatever, doesn't mean that this is a good country. Like, they still have done a lot of harm. There's no, like, I get so irritated when people say that. Well, I'm just so shocked. This is America. Marjorie Taylor Greene is not the first white woman, white congressperson to get out and say crazy things. Like, we're talking about council culture. If council culture was a real thing, sis would have been out, she would have been gone. That stuff is not happening. You got folks that are just like, it is like, it's always been there, but people want to pretend like it's something new. Like, oh my gosh. Like, we've like had presidents who have owned slaves whose face is still on money. We have had presidents who have caused, like, responsible for genocide that their faces are on money. So I'm not understanding how folks are like, oh my gosh, this is not my country. Yes, it is, girl. This is very much your country. Your country has caused a lot of harm to a lot of people. So I need you to understand that, because it's giving me the same, I don't see color. Yeah, I'm sure you don't have to see it, but it's quite there. But yeah, like, you got that going on, and the Republicans are now speaking out and saying, oh girl, we can't do this. But the white folks are making calls. They're like, oh girl, no man, we okay with her doing all this other race, but she ain't gonna be out here doing that. Like, baby, them folks was like, you had even, what was the House Minority Leader come out and say, oh girl, no man, it's not giving that. It's not, like, that girl knows what she's doing. That girl knows what she's doing. She out here wreaking havoc, and them folks can't, like, it's just, I don't know. I'm ready for the asteroid. Because I just don't think, I don't see it getting better. And moving on to other politics, you know, it's been a year since the death of George Floyd, and they have not, there's some legislation that Biden was trying to sign, George Floyd legislation, that's like police reform, to kind of stop the things that are happening. There have been like 200-300 bills that have been signed into law throughout the country to kind of like do some type of police reform. And research is showing that it's really not making a big difference. That's why they're trying to do it on the federal level to like stop certain things. But I think what's stopping it right now is the qualified immunity, which means police officers cannot be, sued in civil court for things. Like, they can't be chased, like whatever, in civil court. But if this bill was coming to law or whatever, what Democrats are trying to push is that, or progressives or whatever, is that they can be held responsible in civil court. The Republicans are pushing it back, like, girl, no, we're not doing that. I'm going to be completely honest. We've already been here before. We talked about the body cameras. That was supposed to be a thing. Body cameras haven't done anything. If anything, it's been recorded, but we don't get it till 2-3 years later. If we get the whole thing, if we get it at all. So it's just like, the body cameras were supposed to make police, uncomfortable with doing certain things. We're doing everything except, like, I was listening to someone, I think it was Malika Henderson. I think Malika Henderson on CNN. I don't know if it was her or someone else, where they had said that, all the things that have been done and nothing has really changed because we need to abolish the police. There's nothing that you can do to clean this up. You can put body cameras on these folks. Let's say we start like suing police officers in civil court. That's not going to do anything. You're still going to have to deal with the court, like prosecuting these folks or whatever. You are still going to deal with other things, like so many other things. There is like, why do we keep trying to? This tree continuously produces bad fruit. We keep taking these apples and say, oh my God, this bad, we're gonna get some more. And it just doesn't make any sense. To keep doing the same thing and expecting a different result is insanity. Like, that's the definition. So we keep trying, abolish the police, period. Like, there's no reforming this. I've seen enough. I don't need to see it enough. Yes, it feels good to have a feel-good moment, to have all these black folks standing from the White House and Joe Biden is talking like he said, yeah, we want to push this forward, and he playing with George Floyd's daughter and he's wishing all the things, we need to sign this into law. That shit is not going to make a big difference. It's not going to probably make a difference at all. That law is not going to do a damn thing. It is a Band-Aid on a big wound that is so big that you can't even see the Band-Aid, but you feel like it's there. It's just not going to do anything. And it's just like, even if we do work on the federal level, it's just not, like, this system is going to find a way to make it work for them. Like, it's just not. So I'm just like, girl, this is the stuff that, like, everything they say is just like, girl, people have already gave y'all the answers. Like, organizers have really already gave y'all the answers. Like, girl, abolish the police. Like, yeah, you can defund, you can do all of this other stuff, take millions of dollars from them, and stop, you know, the police departments from getting equipment from the U.S. military. But girl, like, if these folks are pulling folks over for bullcrap, like for bullcrap, pulling out for non-violent things, no nothing, and people are not, they're leaving without their lives. Like their lives are not, they're not coming back. They're not coming back. It's not even for discussion anymore. Abolish the police. That's all I got. I did want to talk about Charlamagne the God and his drama a little bit. We'll talk about that. Charlamagne the God was getting ate up last week, girl. He even called himself Donkey of the Day because of this stuff with him and Kwame Brown. Baby, Kwame Brown was calling Charlamagne the God out. Was calling Charlamagne the God out on the video. Oh my God. And the stuff got so bad. Like, girl, he was naming, talking about the stuff that Charlamagne has been accused of. There was a video on Neighborhood Talk of Charlamagne was being called. There was an article or something on Neighborhood Talk. Shout out to them. And girl, while somebody was dragging Charlamagne about the things he did, why did Angela Yee like the picture? Why did she like the comment? Why did she like the comment of them dragging? Baby, Charlamagne was getting dragged in this comment. And Angela Yee liked the comment. A mess. A mess. But Kwame Brown, I didn't even understand. There's some basketball stuff. Apparently Kwame Brown, him and his family, you know, got a lot going on and a lot of stuff happening. I was not aware of any of these things, so Charlamagne was trying to make a joke about it, and Kwame would start like firing off shots like, girl, it's not giving that, and start dragging him and bringing up his stuff. So Charlamagne offered an apology, but his apology was because he had caused the family harm and he didn't want to do that. So girl, that was a mess. That was a mess. Like, whoo, baby, that man was firing off shots. I can't even talk about some of the stuff he has said, girl. No, ma'am. So let's talk about Nicki Cannon, girl. I'm gonna go over this really, really quickly. A lot of folks were saying Mariah Carey. I wanted some Mariah Carey embarrassed. I don't think Mariah Carey embarrassed at all. I think she's just like, girl, I got 2 beautiful kids, and I'm good. But Nicki Cannon is expecting another child, and this time it's by this model that was on Wild 'N Out named Alyssa Scott. Now it's all alleged, none of this is confirmed, but she had posted pictures, she deleted it, and apparently Nicki Cannon is supposed to be the father. We don't know. But if it's anything that Nicki Cannon is doing, Nicki Cannon is having children with some women that look ambiguously black or not black at all. Like every one of the, like, all the women that Nicki Cannon has been with, none of them are dark skinned. Like, and we got to talk about that because, girl, I'm noticing a pattern, and it's not even funny no more. All of them, like, yeah, like, oh, Nicki Cannon, he just out here spreading his seed and all that. Yeah, but if he was concerned about blackness and doing all that, like, girl, you out here doing it with like specific looking women. I wouldn't even have no issue with it. It would have been like, you know, dark skinned black woman here, dark skinned black woman here, brown skin, light skinned woman. But it's like, girl, you are out here doing this with these non-black women and these ambiguously black women. Like, girl, it's just like, girl, like, what's going on? Like, you, like a lot of biracial looking white, like black, like, girl, what's going on? It's too much for me. So it's like, this ain't nothing to praise. And like, people will say, well, he got money. Having money is not enough to be able to raise no child. Like, that's not enough. Like, that's not yes, it makes a big part, but is he going to be in all these children's lives? And like, you can only stress yourself so thin, especially when you are entertaining, you on all these shows and doing all these things. So I don't know. Whew, girl, I don't know. But somebody told me they're not really surprised, considering Nicki Cannon's history. So I'll let you do with that information you will, but I'm not a fan of Nicki Cannon. Like, I'm just not. So, girl, what y'all think? Do y'all think that's his child? What y'all think about the whole thing? Let me know in the comments. But that's all I got for y'all. I gave y'all a long King of Reeds video. I hope y'all love it. Tell what you think about all the comments, all the things I've said today. Let me know in the comment section, and I'll talk y'all later on tonight. Bye.